You've got to hand it to this guy. He really was the perfect boy wonder. Alongside Adam West, Burt Ward vanquished the villains of Gotham for 3 seasons during the late 60s on ABC TV's Batman television series. Growing up, I would imagine myself fighting crime in my neighborhood. And if I couldn't be Batman, well then at least I could be his sidekick, his youthful chum. Of course, back then I had no idea that the show was as much a comedy as anything else. When you're 7 years old, the danger is real. I have read that before going on the air, Batman received the worst audience test scores in the history of the ABC television network. People didn't understand what these guys were going for. What was this thing? Was it supposed to be a comedy? In the end, it only went on the air because the network felt that they'd invested way too much money in the production. West and Ward, well, they got it though. They recognized that the kids would love the show for all of the action and adventure that only a man dressed in a cowl and cape along with his sidekick could have. While adults, well, they were allowed, they were supposed to snicker at the crime-fighting duo. Looking back these days, I just love the darn thing so much. Sure, there was a time when I actually believed that the character of Batman would have been better off without the TV series or its companion big screen motion picture, but those days are long gone. Now as I look back, I feel nothing but joy and a strong sense of appreciation for everyone involved in this show. You get it, right? At this point, there's nothing left to do but acknowledge how great both West and Ward were in this wonderful show. And I have followed Burt Ward's career ever since. Thankfully, most of his work, aside from a few direct-to-video B-movies, have been related to Batman. And that's the way it should be. What once appeared to be typecasting is now something that continues to provide livelihood for Burt. Over the last few decades, both he and his late colleague, the wonderful Adam West, embraced the fact that they would forever be Batman and Robin, and they ran with it. In 1977, both Adam and Burt returned to voice the dynamic duo in a Saturday morning cartoon on CBS produced by Filmation. It was fun to hear the classic voices again, since there was another animated version of Batman and Robin across networks on ABC's Super Friends cartoon that was being voiced by different actors. And I think the less said the better about the 1979 live-action Legends of the Superheroes 2-part special that aired on NBC, produced by Hanna-Barbera. It was horrible! I'm not sure anyone really wanted to see Burt running around in his old Robin outfit again. How old would he have been at this point? Let's see, carry the 9, divide by 2, times 5. He would have been 34! Holy aged out performance, Batman! That just isn't right. What also wasn't right was how disrespectful the entire production was to all of these classic superheroes and villains. Watching this botched production made one realize just how talented the people that had gotten Batman on TV in the 60s really were. Much better than either of the things that I just mentioned are the 2 recent Batman animated movies, again featuring Adam and Burt's voice work. If you haven't seen these animated movies, which are based on the 1966 Batman TV series, well, you've got some homework to do tonight. They are just so much fun. Plus, you've got the always lovely Julie Newmar on hand providing the voice of Catwoman as well. And now it sounds like Burt Ward will be making an appearance on this year's Arrowverse crossover event on the CW network. And he's not the only one. I'm hearing that Brandon Routh will be returning as Superman, the role that he made famous. Also rumored Linda Carter may be returning as Wonder Woman as well. Oh yeah, it also seems like Kevin Conroy, the voice actor who played Batman in Batman the Animated Series, will be making an appearance as an older Bruce Wayne. Inspired by the famous DC Comics miniseries, this year's crossover event, Crisis on Infinite Earths, will be a 5-parter that will involve the Green Arrow, The Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, and Batwoman. The first 3 parts will air in December, and the other 2 will be broadcast in early 2020. Pure speculation here, but now that Adam has left us, it makes sense that Burt might be able to portray Robin on this crossover event on a world where Batman has been defeated, maybe even killed. I'm hoping that the producers of Crisis find a way to provide a subtle nod, a gentle tribute, if you will, to the late great Adam West, one of the finest actors to ever wear the cape and cowl. This definitely appears to be a one-time thing. I don't think it's likely to result in more appearances by Burt, which is probably okay by him, since he spends much of his time these days working with his wife Tracy in their not-for-profit group that they started called Gentle Giants Rescue. Aside from caring for a multitude of shelter dogs, Burt and his amazing wife have been working on a specialized diet for dogs that has allowed many owners to actually double the lifespan of their beloved pets. Burt says it all comes down to 3 things: how you care for your dog, how you feed your dog, and what you feed your dog. Yep, it turns out that he is a hero for many people in real life as well. Nicely done, old chum. Nicely done. So that's it. One last picture. Gosh, those guys sure made a great team. Now it's your turn. Did you love the Batman TV series the way that I did? And will you be watching Burt Ward this fall on the CW's superhero crossover event? Or is it a bit of stunt casting that you're simply not interested in? Let me know what you think in the comments section, and while you're at it, I'd love a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I would be absolutely honored if you would consider subscribing to my channel. I talk about music, movies, and television, mostly from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. You know, the good stuff. But most importantly, and as always, thank you so much for watching.